Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a great day. Y'all, let's make something so special, so meaningful. Stay tuned. So for those of you who just dropped by to see what the channel is all about, you are going to have an amazing time. I promise you. I would love to have you join my online crafting family. 15 to 25 minutes every day. We have a blast. We do some amazing crafts. We have an awesome morning chat group that we do every Monday through Friday. At 8 a.m. we chat. And then on Saturday and Sunday in the afternoon at 3 p.m. we chat. We have fun. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you join. So guys, here is today's project. It is awesome. Just from the outside, it's absolutely gorgeous. But when I slide off my belly band, and I don't know if some of you remember this topper, but this is one of the embellishments I made with the butterflies that we actually printed offline, and I made this little embellishment and then I added it to the belly band. So see, make your embellishments, box them up, and then pull them out when you want something more personal. So I am going to open this up so that you guys can see just what it is. So when we open it this way, we have love on the inside. Then when I flip open this top and I can flip open the bottom, we have an all-in-one greeting card, scrapbook, whatever you want to call it, and we make it with one sheet of paper. And the reason why we're doing this today is because I made one of these last week and sent it to a very good girlfriend of mine, and she lives out of state. And in the one I made for her, I included some pictures and mementos from a cruise to nowhere that she and I took along with two other friends over 2 decades ago. But when she got it, it was such a big hit. I mean, she called me and she was dying laughing because some of the things that I included really took her back to that really fun time. And you know, as we go through the years, sometimes we do go through some things, and just being reminded of a really good time is sometimes all that we need. And so what I did with hers is I made it similar to this, but I tucked in a photograph of us on our cruise to nowhere having a blast. And then I put in a couple of other photographs of her and the other two girls having an even better blast. I don't drink, they did, so it made for some very interesting pictures that I was able to take. And I included those in the side pockets just to kind of remind her of the good time that she had. And I still had the card key for the room, so I tucked that in as well as a little memento to her. And then I also had in the corner of hers, I also had a noted section. And I just wrote a nice little note to her. But she loved this. She absolutely loved it. So I thought I would make one with you guys because you may have someone that you want to reach out to during this time of COVID and send something that's just going to bring such a bright spot to someone's day. And you're going to see just how easy it is to make this. So to close it, we simply fold that up, fold that, fold that, fold that, and then we can put our belly band on. So let's make this. All right, guys, so to make our project, we are going to need a piece of 12 by 12 paper. I am using paper from Authentique's Homestead Collection. I got this paper at Tuesday Morning, but you might be able to find it online. They have some gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous farm scenes in here that you can see right there, and then it's double-sided. So those are the back sides to our paper. And I want to apologize up front if you guys hear a lot of banging in the background. I have actually closed my door, but on occasion you're still going to hear it because phase 1027 is actually being built in my neighborhood. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably phase 3 or 4. But there are a lot of construction vehicles out there, and a lot of the big earth movers are out and they are just making a lot of noise. So if you hear that, that's what it is. So we have our 12 by 12 piece of gorgeous double-sided paper, and I'm going to go with a somewhat farm theme here. And we are going to take this paper, and I'm going to turn it because it needs to be directional. We're going to score this at 4.5 and at 9. Then we'll rotate it to the opposite 12-inch side, and we're going to score this at 3 7/8. Then we'll rotate it to the opposite end of that 12-inch side and score at 3 7/8 again. And then let's just fold and burnish those scores. So I haven't decided which way I want this to go yet, so I'm just going to fold and burnish everything, and then I'll decide. Okay, so once we have it like this, the end that is the shortest end, so we scored at 4.5, then we scored at 9, we're going to have a 3-inch lip, and that's going to be the bottom. I'm trying to decide if I want to go with it like this, and yes, I do. So I actually like this better. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take my finger blade and I am going to just find my score mark and I'll drag down. And then I'll angle cut in however deep you want. And all we're doing is creating a pocket. So it's going to be like that. And we'll do the same thing over here. So go to your score mark and drag down. Then I'm not going to do any measuring. I am just going to angle in just like that. And now we have our pocket and we have our center section here. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to use my reptile glue, take my glue, and then I'm just going to close these pockets. And you guys are going to see just how easy this little project is, because we don't need much in terms of paper or glue. So now that we have this, this will actually look like this, and then this is what will fold over. And I can see just in looking at this that I've got a little bit of a lip, and all I'm going to do is use my finger blade and simply remove any excess that's hanging over, because I want it to be even on both sides. So when I close it, it's nice and even. So I have two mats. I have one that is 3 3/4 by 3.5, which is my white mat. Then I have my colored mat, which is 3 7/8 by 3.5. I am going to use my glue stick, place some glue on this mat, and I am going to stick it down on here. And I'm just going to use my glue stick again. You can use your tape runner, you can use wet glue, really doesn't matter. Then I'm going to take this piece and I am basically going to center it right in this section here. So I am going to need to bring this up to me so that I can make sure that I've got it nice and centered. Let me see. Let me move that over just a little bit. There. Then I'll use my big old spatula to get that stuff down. And then for these pockets, I have two mats that I'm just going to leave plain like this. I'll decorate them with stickers, and they measure 3 by 4. You can see that everything is starting to take shape. So when we fold this, when you fold it, you may notice that because we're folding it, we're kind of pushing papers out. While it looks like this, I am going to go ahead and use my scissors just to kind of even it up a little bit on the outside, if that bothers you. If not, just leave it, because what you're doing is you're basically removing just a little bit. If you don't mind the overhang look, just leave it. So now we have this, and the way that I'm going to do this, guys, is going to be very, very simple. I am going to decorate this using stickers. And the stickers that I'm using are a part of the Homestead Paper Pack collection. So they're going to work out just fine. So I am going to take this one, but I want it to pop just a little more than it is. So I'm basically mounting it to a piece of scrap. And I am going to just trim around this. And I'll clean this up in a minute. So when I put it down, it now stands out even more. So I am just going to sort of round these edges just to kind of follow the shape of my little banner here. And I'm going to use my reptile glue. You can use your glue stick, whatever. Reptile just happened to be right there at my hand this time. So I'm going to take that, place it right there, and you can see that that makes a cute little statement. Then when we flip this down, I want something here that's also going to make a statement. So I am going to come back to this. So I am going to take this one that says "No Place Like Home" and place it right there, so that when this drops down, that's what you'll see. Then I'm going to take these out, and I just want to put right here at the top, I am going to put the word family. And I'll put that one over here. And then on my sticker sheet, I have the word tradition. And so I am going to put that right there. Then I have these two little corner pieces that I am just going to add some glue to. They came in a Project Life set that I had. And I think that just adding those there, because they have that craft paper look, really does fall in line with the rustic look that we're creating here. And so when we fold that up, you can see how this is already starting to take such cute shape. So what I need to do now is just dress up top. And just like on the other one, I love that there is a journaling sticker. And so I'm going to take it and place it right here. So I'll take it and place it right here because it says The Good Life, and I love it. And I also think that it's really cute because it gives me that writing space on this one. And then I have another sticker. It says, "I'd rather wear flowers in my hair than diamonds around my neck." And I am just going to take that one and place it over here. Now, if you wanted to separate these even more, you could back them in white or you could back them in red, but I think they stand out enough as is. So with this one, I am actually going to back it just a little bit because I want a little bit of pop on this. So it's going to be very easy. I am just going to trace around fairly close. and just add some white space around this so that it stands out. Okay, so this one says family, where life begins and love never ends. And I want that to go right there in the middle. So I am going to take my glue, place some glue on this. And when I put it down, I made sure that I had it in between my folds so that it would not be in the way. Don't you guys think that is just so doggone stinking cute? Now we can do a little bit more decorating if we want, and I do want to add some decorations to this. And so I have my Farm Life stickers from Graphic 45, but you know what? They work here. So I am just going to take a couple of my stickers and just place them down just to add a little bit of interest to my board. And you can see that it doesn't take a whole lot to be able to turn this into something really, really sweet and really cute. And just look at how that looks. So now we're going to flip this over because we also have some canvas space that we can work with on this side. So I am going to take this one, and I want just a little bit of light space behind it. So I am going to do exactly what I did on the other. I am just going to trace around and put a little white border on this just to make it pop more when I put it down. And guys, these are the things that you can do when you have a page that has a somewhat not busy pattern, but the pattern can be a little bit distracting to the eye. Just tame it with the accessory that you lay down on it. And if you need to give a white background to it, that also helps to break it up and to tame it as well. So there we have this piece. So now when we put it down, it actually stands out more. So I am going to take my glue, place some glue on the back, find my center on here, and we can get this stuck down. And guys, I hope y'all will try making some of these because you'll find that they are just so easy and so much fun to make. So then I have these triangle little banners, and I am basically going to take those and place them down. But I'm mounting them to white just to give myself some white space around, just like I did before. So all I'm doing is tracing around my triangles. There's one. Then I'm going to add some glue to these and just place them down. I think I'm going to just place them at a little angle. However you choose to do yours, completely up to you. You don't even have to do this much to it. You can just leave it nice and plain. Okay guys, so we're in the home stretch of this project, and don't you just love how simple this is, but what a mighty powerful little statement it makes. You only need one sheet of 12 by 12 paper, and then use your stickers and whatever else just to dress it up. So I am going to set this over here, and we're going to make our belly band. And I actually should have made this first because I like for mine to just set up with the glue before I actually use it, but I didn't. So we are going to make it now. So I have my 2 by 12 inch piece, and I'm basically folding it into thirds. And then I'll open it up, and I am going to just use my glue to get this stuck down. And I'll place glue on both of my outer flaps. Then I'm going to fold this over, fold this one over, And I'll smooth out that glue. Then I'm going to run this along my desk to get everything nice and stuck. Then I'll bring in my little holder here, fold it over. Now I can take my belly band and I'm just going to stick it on just like this, wrap it around, but then I'm going to bring it out just a little bit so I have a little bit of room, and I'll do the same thing over here. So when I wrap it around, I'm not wrapping it so tight that I can't slide it on and off, but I also want to make sure that it's snug enough that it doesn't just slide off on its own. So now that I have it folded over, I snipped off a little bit because I really didn't need that much on it. So I am going to take my glue. I'm going to place a little bit of glue on that end. Then I'll place a little bit of glue on that end. You can use hot glue. Doesn't matter. Just use whatever you have convenient. And then slide it up and down until you know it'll slide off without any problem. Loosen it up just a little bit if you need to. And now I'm going to go back to my graphic 45 for my belly band topper. And I am just going to take this one, add some glue right to the middle. Let me pop that out. Now I can put that down. I can come back if I want and add just a brad or some pearls to this to fill that in. But I am not going to worry about that because it's really not showing. So there we have it, guys. We have got this wonderful way of being able to send a greeting and a memory all at once to someone. So if you wanted to make this in a birthday style, just sub out all of the decorative pieces and find some bright, cheery paper and make it into a birthday card / little mini scrapbook, because that's what you would be doing when you're putting in memories such as what you would put here or what you would put right there. So I am going to bring the other one back in so we can take a look at all of these cuties. And aren't they just adorable? I think this is such a wonderful way of being able to send a greeting in the mail, or it's a terrific way of being able to send just a flat pocket card that you might have made to someone as part of a swap. This is just a very decorative way of being able to say hello. It's pretty much that simple. So guys, I hope that you have liked this project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.